Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, as usual, here together, remember to subscribe to the channel because every single day we are updating you after the World Cup first verdicts. We are here together to discuss about transfers, several stories, several news. It's night here in the US. It's morning in Europe, and so ready to deliver you all the latest news. And so let's jump into it together, guys, by starting with the latest updates. And I wanted to start by mentioning something on a story that for me is really, really important. And it's about Enzo Fernandez. Because about Enzo Fernandez, in the last 2 weeks, several times you keep asking me, I see the comments, I see on social media, Enzo is going to Real Madrid. Many sources are saying that Enzo agreed personal terms with Real Madrid. Many sources are saying that talks are about to start between Real Madrid and Chelsea. And I came here on the channel several times telling you that things are currently not advancing between Real Madrid and Chelsea for Enzo Fernandez. Guys, I can guarantee again today, as every single day I've been doing, every single week I've been doing this month, June, but even before, that there is zero between Chelsea and Real Madrid for Enzo Fernandez. Is one of the names being mentioned internally at Real Madrid? Yes. But I told you, he's not the only one. There are no active conversations ongoing. The two clubs are not negotiating. So Real Madrid didn't contact Chelsea to say, let's discuss about Enzo Fernandez. And when they wanted to do that, they did that for Marco Correa. So many people say talks are imminent, conversations are imminent, things are going to happen. But in this case, I stand by my information. There is nothing official ongoing between Real Madrid and Chelsea for Enzo. Then Chelsea are aware of movements around Enzo because, for example, he's one of the names being mentioned in the internal meetings at Real Madrid. They want to sign a midfielder, and Enzo is one of the players under consideration, but again, not the only one. There are more players considered by Real Madrid for the midfield. I told you in a specific video, and I want to stand by also this detail. The Enzo Fernandez situation is not another situation similar to Cucurella. Someone said it could be a fast deal. No, it's not the case, because in this moment there are not even negotiations. And then Real Madrid will not sign a midfielder until they can free up some space. Ceballos is leaving, now Nico Paz to Como, and there will be more movements. So this is why it's important to talk about this Enzo Fernandez situation in this way. Appreciation, yes. Negotiations, no. Zero. At the moment, that's the situation. Then, guys, important things to mention about Manchester United. Because, according to my information, there has been a direct contact between Marcus Rashford camp and Manchester United. So, Man United, after welcoming back Marcus Rashford, because Barcelona didn't activate the buy option clause they had in the loan deal negotiated in June 2025, the player returns to Man United, and after taking some time, there were rumors about Tottenham, but this story is not advancing. There are many stories always about Marcus Rashford. The reality is that, as of today, in terms of negotiations with other clubs, the situation is quiet. Barcelona don't exclude the possibility to bring back Marcus Rashford on loan, but Man United don't want to accept a loan. And so now what's happening in the direct contact taking place in the last 24 hours between Marcus Rashford camp and Manchester United, both parties open doors to restarting the process to reintegrate Marcus Rashford into Manchester United squad. And that's an important update because Manchester United informed Marcus Rashford that they would be happy to welcome him back to training, part of the Michael Carrick squad. The manager has changed since Marcus Rashford left. There was Ruben Amorim, now there is Carrick. So they would be happy to integrate him as part of the squad for the pre-season and then see what happens later on the market. And Marcus Rashford, from what I understand, didn't close doors to this. So Rashford is open to restarting his Manchester United life, returning to training, and then, again, to see what happens, because there is a release clause, because maybe clubs will arrive and try to sign Marcus Rashford, and in that case could be an opportunity for the player and for the club. But Rashford is still under contract till 2028 at Manchester United, and Man United are open to welcoming him back in their pre-season, in their project. Then, it doesn't mean Rashford is 100% staying at Man United, but welcoming him back, it's already a big part of the story. And so, let's see what's going to happen there. Then, many of you asking me how the plans change now with Manu Ugarte injury. Man United don't stop contacts for Matheus Fernandez. The battle I've been telling you about Matheus Fernandez between Manchester United and Tottenham is still underway. Man United and Tottenham are every day in contact with West Ham and every day in contact with the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes. So I told you that the player is open to joining both clubs, Tottenham or Man United. This depends on the clubs, on who can go to West Ham and agree a fee. So that's the point. The transfer fee, around £85 million plus, and also important to mention payment terms. So details of the Matheus Fernandez story depend on the club. I keep telling you, West Ham will sell to the club ready to spend the best money. Then, important to say, even after the injury of Maino Ugarte, Manchester United remain in active conversations for Matheus Fernandez. They are not giving up on him, and Tottenham also in conversations. So, ready to keep you updated as soon as this story will take a clear direction as soon as possible. Then, wanted to mention something, guys, also about Chelsea. And it's about Pep Chavarria, this left back who can play left wing back or left back, depending on the system wanted by Xabi Alonso. But for Pep Chavarria, Chelsea are in talks with Rayo Vallecano. There is a conversation ongoing with the agents of the player, with Rayo Vallecano for Pep Chavarria. He's a Spanish player, a player known by Xabi Alonso and by people close to Xabi Alonso. Chelsea people also have been scouting him, so they are together. I always told you, Chelsea and Xabi work together this summer. He's involved in the process to decide about the players and all the rest. So Chavarria is a target we have to add to Chelsea list. He's under consideration. There have been some contacts to understand about the price and more. And so we know about Granit Xhaka story. We know about the exits. The exits at Chelsea are going to be important this summer, as always, but also this summer. Because, for example, for Chalobah, there is still movement. Como official bid exclusively revealed 1 week ago, 25 million euros plus add-ons rejected by Chelsea. Chelsea start at 40 million euros to negotiate around 35 to close the deal for Trevoh Chalobah. But there is also Inter. Also Inter are interested in Trevoh Chalobah, and also Inter are in contact with the agents. All stuff considered, I told you 1 week ago, exclusively, about all these players. So, for Chalobah, there is the possibility for an exit. Lacroix remains a target at centre-back, and then Pepe Chavarria could be an idea for the left-back position. So there is movement on several things at Chelsea. They are very busy on the market in this moment. So don't forget Lacroix, don't forget Xhaka. Chelsea are moving on several things, and also Echevarria must be included in the players under consideration. So there is movement at Chelsea. Things are happening all around Europe. Guys, let me remind you to like this video, to turn on the notification bell, to let me know your comments, because I'm very curious on Enzo Fernandez, on Marcus Rashford, on Echevarria, on all the rest we've been mentioning, also Matheus Fernandez. And as always, guys, I will see you here every single day. Turn on the notification bell, because the videos are not stopping, and we are always here to keep you updated on all things about the summer transfer window, even during the World Cup. Thank you. Ciao.